Hey guys, Mobiles here with another New World video, and today we're gonna go over the stuff that has changed through the open beta and stuff like that, and my overall review of the beta itself. Again, this is gonna come out in 11 days, so hopefully some of these things changed, as well as keep some of the things, because I think all around, I think the beta went very, very well. I think it stress tested very well because the servers were packed almost all the time. We had a lot of fun playing with people. We had a lot of groups together, so it was super fun. Super exciting to play this game once again because I am just itching to play this game. I have never had this much of a withdrawal playing a game than New World, and I absolutely love that. And I am super excited for the release on the September 28th. But here's my overall review and the changes that actually happened in open beta, so that you guys can kind of see what changes did happen and whether you guys like them. Let me know down below. Let me know if I missed anything, any big things. But here we go. So in the background here, you're just going to see the gameplay of the open beta itself. But you just kind of go around having some fun with some friends and all that kind of stuff. The first thing and probably the biggest thing that people talk about in this beta is the weapon balancing. There was a huge hatchet nerf once again, because hatchet from the closed beta, or from the alpha to the closed beta, was nerfed, and now from the closed beta to the open beta it was nerfed again. So hopefully this is the final nerfing of it. I didn't see too many uses of the hatchet, nor did I really see that much in the closed beta as well. For the most part, it was like great axe, magic, hammer, shield, that kind of stuff. I didn't see that much hatchet. I didn't think it was super overpowered. However, apparently when you did stack certain things together and get certain combos off, it was just crazy good. So the other thing is there's buffs and nerfs to almost every single weapon in the game. Keep that in mind when you're trying to choose your weapons. A lot of things did change. I'm sure they're going to change again to the release of the game, because they have done a very, very, very good job of balancing all these weapons. Nothing's really overpowered. Nothing's crazy useless. Everything has a purpose in its own way, which is one thing I absolutely love about this game, is they got the weapons done right. And this is why I believe there are rumors that some of the newer weapons may be pushed back. They won't be there on release, just so that they can make sure that these weapons, the core weapons, are completely balanced first before they add more, which is actually a good thing, because I don't want them to add more if there's also already imbalancing in the current weapons. I would rather everything be balanced first, then add one weapon and see where it fits in the meta. The next thing is the town board. This just basically got a little bit of balancing, as far as experience, money, reputation towards the town, that kind of stuff. There was ways before to just auto refresh the board. So they've pretty much taken those out. You'd have like a little bit of a timer when you cancel a quest, rather than just getting a completely new one already. Expeditions, I mean, these got a lot less bugs. These went a lot smoother, and a lot less issues happened to them. There's a lot less game breaking bugs. In the closed beta, there's a couple times where a bug would happen where a door wouldn't open or something like that, and would completely break the dungeon, and you had to completely back out and go back in. So I'm glad these kind of went away. It does seem a bit like rewards got tweaked a little bit, it seems, but for the most part, it's just less game breaking bugs, less little tiny bugs. It also ran a lot smoother and a lot more stable in the expedition itself. So as far as the gear, and one thing that I completely enjoyed in this is the amount of different looking gear, where the closed beta was a lot of like the same kind of skins on gear, just different stats and different abilities. Now they all look different. Like there was an anchor. I don't know if the anchor was a great axe or a hammer. I never actually got it, but I did see other people use it. Some of the fire stabs were kind of different and cool. Some of the muskets were super different. Some of the bows were crazy different. Rather than just being the same weapon, just different color. It was nice to see the actual weapons looking different, especially the higher up you got, and the different types of weapons for each kind of grouping of the weapon and the abilities and all that stuff. It's just, I'm happy that there's some variety in the gear. There's going to be a lot more, that is confirmed. There's going to be a lot more designs and stuff like that in the gear as well on release. So the war mode, the big changes pretty much were just the buff to the siege weapons. Like cannons got a 30% plus damage on the explosion, because cannons were almost useless before. You usually just use the Gatling weapon, wait for them to get close, hop on the Gatling weapon and just light them up. And speaking of the Gatling, the drop off did get buffed quite a bit. So now it doesn't drop off until like 90 meters. So you have a little bit more way to actually shoot this weapon than for it to drop off and be completely useless. Wars did seem to run a little bit more stable. I unfortunately didn't get to deal with the war myself. Didn't really have the time. The timings were just really bad. There's only 2 in our faction. And one was at like 2 a.m. and the other one was when I was going to work at 11. So I'm glad that these run a lot smoother. I did watch streams. I did talk to my friends that were in the wars, and they did run a lot better, which is good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that the wars aren't as glitchy and laggy as before. Pretty much overall, a finer. It just ran smooth. It ran very smooth than before. There was a lot less stuttery kind of lag issues. A lot less that. I don't think I had a single warning that came up and said lag. And it would stop your character. I didn't see any of those this time, so I'm glad to see the servers are stable, even though they did increase the number on the servers period. So more people, and it's still working out well. I'm happy about that. There was a few minor bugs, like pings. The symbols were sometimes incorrect, the descriptions are incorrect, and the titles are incorrect. I've also heard reports of them to completely just going away from the map and your little pins on the right, but still be in the your quest list. Hopefully they get that fixed. That's like the major minor bug that I saw. The only other one I saw was sometimes a creature like a pirate or a corrupted person would start retreating and get snagged on a rock or something like that, and just sit there always retreating, and there was no way to reset them because you couldn't attack them. Besides that, I mean, those were the only 2 bugs that I clearly saw. I'm sure there's plenty more because, I mean, games will always have bugs. But they did a really good job with this open beta. I hope this helped them out a lot. I know it was a clear success in the stress test because servers didn't really go down. I think they stopped servers once for about an hour. And it wasn't every single server, it was just some servers. But for the most part, it was an all-around great beta. I cannot complain myself. Now, what does this mean for New World on the launch? Hopefully they get a lot of this stuff fixed. Maybe they do a little bit more balancing. I hope they do a lot of stuff correct and right. I am super excited to jump into this game. I have never been itching to play a game so much in my life till I played New World. Boy, I've never been so happy and had so much fun playing New World. Hopefully this jumps in. Hopefully on the 28th of September, we'll be able to hop in. We are going to be joining Rock Mom, and we already have a company. We're already planning stuff and getting stuff together. So we're going to add a lot of content and just do a lot to get the content out of the game, which I'm super excited for. Any other changes that I would personally like? Not really. I think the game is in a very good state. Obviously, new content's going to happen. More content. We can expect a lot more, a few more areas that are mentioned in lore pages and stuff like that. And you can also see that the island isn't quite complete. Above the map, there's still kind of like an edge there, so it's not water. So we're still not fully explored the island yet. So that's just one more thing that we need to really kind of look forward to, is adding this stuff onto that. So for the most part, I think the game's in a great spot. I'm super excited to jump into it. I'm excited to see what they come next. I'm super excited to see what they add in as well. Boy, I'm just full of excitement. And I hope you guys are too. I hope this video kind of helps you guys out to give you guys an update on what actually happened in the open beta and what to kind of look forward to when the game launches. Because like anyone else, this game is kind of it's brand new. It's a brand new IP. No one knows anything about it besides what they've seen in betas and lore pages and stuff like that. So go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Look out for more videos. I do have some more videos on the lore, kind of things that are going to be upcoming, all that kind of stuff. Hope this kind of helps you guys out. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Goodbye. Deuces.